Hi everyone, it's Lauren Cadillac with Cadillac Law. As always, before we get into the good stuff, look below, hit subscribe, click the little bell, make a comment, hit like, share this with your friends. Today we're talking about power of attorney. In Texas, as always, everything I say is Texas specific. What is power of attorney? Well, that is when someone such as myself gives someone such as yourself the ability to act as me on my behalf. So, for instance, sometimes people are buying a house and someone maybe has a job or an important thing they can't go to the signing. In that instance, we can do a power of attorney between the two buyers, so the one that can go to the signing and the one that can't. The one that can't go to the signing grants power to the one who can to sign on behalf of the one who can't. So we can use power of attorney in really limited circumstances, just like that example I gave you, and we can have broad power of attorney. There are two types of power of attorney in Texas. There's durable and medical. So durable is business and taking care of things like making sure your mortgage is paid, taking care of a disability claim if necessary, really doing the business items that we do on our day-to-day life to make sure we have electricity in our home, etc. Medical is exactly how it sounds. Medical power of attorney is someone who's going to be making medical decisions for you. Anyone can be your power of attorney as long as they're over 18 and they're allowed to make those decisions on their own. My 15-year-old son cannot be my medical power of attorney at this point. What happens if we don't have power of attorney is really what is most concern. So if you don't have power of attorney and you are a married person in the state of Texas, automatically your spouse becomes your power of attorney. They are able to make medical decisions. However, spouses are often prevented from accessing accounts that have only one spouse's name. So I had a client who came in and her husband was in a coma post-stroke. At the time, it did not look good. She could not get into the checking account. It was in just his name. So we had to file for a temporary guardianship. Luckily, by the time we got there, he had recovered enough to sign a power of attorney. We got him to sign a power of attorney, and now his wife could make those decisions and deal with the bank and those kind of things. So your power of attorney is important because it helps prevent the need for a guardianship. A guardianship in 2020 right now is about $6,000, not including court costs. And that is not inexpensive. A power of attorney, on the other hand, you can usually get for under $500, and you can prevent the need for ever needing a guardianship. Another thing to think about on the power of attorney, well, two things to think about. One, your medical power of attorney and your durable power of attorney do not have to be the same. So with me, I have sisters. One is really good with money, and one is really loving, but terrible with money. So good with money, durable power of attorney. If something happens to me, I know she's going to pay my bills. I know she's not going to go crazy. Everything will be fine. Good with medicine and loving, she's going to make medical decisions because nobody is going to give her sister a bed sore. Okay? So they're two different people. Another thing I suggest is that you have a backup. So I'm using my sisters right now. They're younger than me. They're going to be around. But my backup is someone who is even younger than them because, statistically that person should be around. What can happen is, and I've seen it before, I've had to handle cases like this where a spouse has POA over the other one and there is no backup. And then the spouse that everyone thought was going to live forever just suddenly passes away. And now we have to go to a guardianship because the other spouse who was already sick had put their POA in that person, but no backup. So if they had just put an adult child or a cousin or a friend or someone they trusted, they would have had the backup they needed. We could avoid guardianship. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Power of attorney is an excellent, excellent tool. But you want to make sure you talk to an attorney about it before you get into one because you can accidentally give someone the right to take your money. Now, they're supposed to have a fiduciary duty to you, so you could probably go back and sue them, but it's a lot easier to keep your money than to have to go back and get it back. I appreciate your time today. I'm Lauren Cadillac, and if you have any questions, you can comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, or give us a call at the office, 972-845-1200.